Hello inner tubes, peace. Okay, I just wanted to give you all an update on my Airtrek Turbo R. In fact, I had a 6 months worth of video content on the entire journey of me changing out this um, TD05 billet fin turbo, sending it to well, let's start all over again. So rewind. I used to run a stock standard Evo 7 GTA Turbo TD05, but it was a little bit laggy. So what I did was I sent it in for a rebuild and hybridization with a billet fin and ceramic bearing turbo conversion with a slightly bigger intake cold side. I got that done, and then that turbo, after using for about 2 weeks, started to blow white smoke, so I sent it back. The turbo shop refurbished it again for me under warranty, sent it back to me, and within about a month of using, about 4 weeks, there were puffs, intermittent puffs of white smoke coming out from the turbo, which I reported back to the turbo company, but that turbo company refused to do anything about it, say that this time I've got to money out my pocket and repair that TD05. So I was fed up and sick about it already, because it cost me about 2,800 ringgit to do a billet fin ceramic bearing turbo, or a little bit more, can't remember. It was more than 7-8 months ago. So because I didn't want to spend any more money on refurbishing that TD05 GTA turbine, I put it aside. It only puffed smoke once in a while. It puffed. It didn't consistently blow white smoke. It would puff smoke for about a second or two and then be totally normal. Performance wise, it was pretty okay. It produced 207 wheel horsepower at 1.4 bar boost after tuning, but because it puffed smoke occasionally and it was supposed to be a new turbo, I was fed up. I didn't want it anymore. I went and bought a second-hand TD04, which is a standard Airtrek turbine, and plonked it in. Instantly, it had a fin rubbing on the hot side housing, and that was the 60,000 km off a 60,000 km engine, which I handpicked myself. Anyway, asked for a replacement, and the half-cut shop said no, because I had actually removed the hot side housing and rotated it, because my Airtrek is running a front mount intercooler, and all my turbo hose and piping is accommodated for front mount. So my turbo has to be clocked 180 degrees from standard. So they were not going to warranty that. I bought another second-hand turbo from that same half-cut shop. Cost me quite a lot. Each turbo, I think, cost me 600 ringgit or 680 ringgit. So I bought another second-hand one. But it wasn't good as well. So I put that second-hand one in for the time being. It was leaking oil. It puffed a little bit of smoke all the time. At full throttle and off, so I didn't tune the car. I sent the first bad turbo TD04 to another turbo shop to have it refurbished and billet finned it. Ceramic turbine, no ceramic bearing, stock journal bearing. That was it. Just rebuilt with a billet fin, 0.5 mm larger whole side intake, and plonked it in. Spent about 1,500 ringgit doing that. But all this consists of time and consume a lot of labor costs. So anyway, finally put that turbo in and got it tuned. That was about 6 months of content, video content, detailing all the steps and every single up and down tune and run, dyno tune runs on the dyno. I think I did 8 or 9 dyno tune runs. Every hour on the dyno cost me 400 ringgit. and when you add it up, it's a lot of money. Anyway, it's stupid. I'm dumb. Anyway, fast forward 8-9 months. Car has been running perfectly well. This has been tuned for at 1.3 bar, 203 wheel horsepower on all four wheels with a TD04 billet fin, and 330 Newton meters of torque at 1,900 RPM, which is beautiful, will last all the way to 5,300 RPM. Very, very nice. The car is very responsive, quick in the pickup, but not compared to current modern day cars. Modern day cars with modern day turbos are instant torque, instant turbo boost, instant response. This is still an old school car with old school type of gearbox, so it will never equate to a modern day turbo car. Anyway, I'm happy with it. 203 wheel horsepower at 1.3 bar boost, 330 Newton meters of torque, and has been running with no issues up to the time where I feel suspension is a little bit tired. I have had the rear suspension refurbished recently. Front felt okay to me, but I was wrong. So anyway, I've had the front suspension rebuilt as well. There are rally arts all four around, so I just got these fronts back. But while I'm at it, I noticed that I probably have some perished bushes somewhere. None of the front bushes are perished, they're all good, so nothing to do here. But in the rear, I've had a lot of broken bushes because, unbeknownst to me, I was actually running with dead rear rally art absorbers, dampers, for a long time, which means the car was just sitting on its bushes. And what happened is all the bushes took all the bumps and have perished. So my rear differential bush, yada yada yada, a lot of stuff, a lot of bushing has been smashed and broken. So I've also replaced my camber arms, which they call the boomerang arm here and here. Stock standard ones. I don't want to play and faff around with camber. And I've had all the arms removed. Here, I'll show you in a second. These are just one side of it, one half of the arms, new bushes. We are going to replace all these bushes. Got all them bushes here. And more bushes here. This is the perished one, as you can see. Okay, with the broken stuff. And this one has just been replaced by this hand. So we're gonna replace this one too. This one's broken, as you can see. This crack. This hand's gonna replace it right now. Okay. We've also got a slight jiggle when I accelerate and the torque comes on. During pickup, there's a slight jiggle, and that's due to a perished CV joint. This is a used half-cut one which isn't very good because it's all corroded here. My own one doesn't look that bad, but the internal of the CV is actually all messed up. So anyway, we will be replacing one CV joint as well. Now, it's a lot of maintenance and replacement of a lot of wear and tear parts on this car. It's just been, oil service has just been carried out. A lot of new parts are going back in. And the sad thing about this whole exercise is that after doing this, I'm gonna have to sell this car. I actually love driving this car. It's very utilitarian. It serves me very well as a daily driver, as well as a car that I use to go and carry out my work. It carries a lot of goods in the back, in the trunk of it. It's a very good workhorse. This car is tough as nails because I use it and I use it hard. I don't trash it per se, but I do use it to its full potential. So and it doesn't really fail me. That's why I've been taking good care of it by keeping up with maintenance. I cannot afford to be stuck on the roadside, and this car has never left me stranded. So I'm up to speed with its maintenance, and I do really take good care of it. However, the sad day has come that I've got to let it go. I'm selling this car cheap for the amount of money, time and effort and parts replacement that I put into this car in the last 6 years. It has amounted to in excess of 100,000 ringgit. Actually, I know the figure, but I don't dare say it. So anyway, it's in excess of 150,000 ringgit in the last 6 years, just maintaining and replacing and OEM plussing this car. This car is OEM plus. Drives very nice, no noise inside, very tight, very solid, very strong. Although the chassis has had 225,000 kilometers on it already, which is original from new. It's a 2003 car. The engine only has about 12,000 kilometers because we rebuilt the engine. If you all have been up to speed with it, I'm not sure whether I have uploaded any videos of the engine rebuild, but I may have lost it in my crash of my SD card with the 7 months worth of content video into it. But anyway, forget about it, don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, eventually the day has come. I've got to let go of this car because my mama wants a new car. My own mother wants a new car. We don't have place for another car to store in the house. Something's got to give, and this has got to go. So anyway, sad but true. Meantime, I still have to maintain it, still have to get things done to it. Can't push it off with broken bits. I can, but I'm not that kind of a person. So anyway, whoever buys this car is actually very, very lucky because this car underneath the skin is almost all new. So that's it for now. With until I bring this car down and start driving it again, so I'll let you know how it test drives tomorrow.